Welcome back to Historical Figurespedia. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889, in Braunau am Inn, Austria. His father, Alois, was a customs official. His mother, Clara, was a devout Catholic. Hitler's childhood was marked by poverty and a strict upbringing. He clashed frequently with his father. Hitler was an indifferent student, showing little interest in most subjects. However, he was drawn to history and German nationalism. These subjects fueled his growing resentment towards the Treaty of Versailles. In 1907, Hitler moved to Vienna to pursue his dream of becoming an artist. He was rejected twice by the Academy of Fine Arts, deepening his bitterness. Hitler's time in Vienna exposed him to anti-Semitism, racism, and extreme nationalism, shaping his worldview. Hitler's experiences in Vienna had a profound impact on his beliefs. He developed a deep hatred for Jews, whom he blamed for Germany's woes. He also became convinced of the superiority of the Aryan race. When World War I broke out in 1914, Hitler volunteered for the German army. He saw combat on the Western Front and was awarded the Iron Cross for bravery. The war left him with a lasting hatred for communism. After the war, Hitler returned to Munich, a city teeming with political unrest. He joined the German Workers' Party, a small right-wing group that shared his views. Hitler's charisma and powerful speaking skills quickly attracted attention. He rose through the ranks of the party, which was renamed the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party. The early 1920s saw the Nazi Party gain momentum. Hitler organized rallies, marches, and a paramilitary group called the Sturmabteilung, or Brown Shirts. The SA intimidated opponents and created an atmosphere of fear. In 1923, Hitler and the Nazi Party attempted a coup d'état in Munich, known as the Beer Hall Putsch. The putsch failed and Hitler was arrested and sentenced to 5 years in prison. However, he only served 9 months. While in prison, Hitler wrote Mein Kampf, outlining his political ideology. Upon his release, Hitler reorganized the Nazi Party and focused on gaining power through legal means. The Great Depression played into Hitler's hands. The Nazis exploited the economic crisis and social unrest, promising jobs and national pride. In 1932, they became the largest party in the Reichstag, leading to Hitler's appointment as Chancellor in 1933. Once in power, Hitler moved swiftly to consolidate his control. He used the Reichstag fire as a pretext to suspend civil liberties and arrest political opponents. The Enabling Act gave Hitler dictatorial powers. He dismantled the Weimar Republic and established a totalitarian state. Hitler's regime was built on terror, propaganda, and suppression of dissent. The Gestapo ruthlessly eliminated opposition. Concentration camps were established to imprison political opponents, Jews, and other undesirables. Propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels manipulated the media to promote Nazi ideology. Hitler implemented policies aimed at achieving self-sufficiency. Public works projects reduced unemployment and stimulated the economy. Hitler's foreign policy aimed to create a German empire in Europe. In 1938, Hitler annexed Austria without firing a shot. He then turned his attention to Czechoslovakia, demanding the Sudetenland. The world watched with growing alarm as Hitler's aggression escalated. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland, triggering World War II. Hitler's armies, using blitzkrieg tactics, conquered much of Europe. The war, however, would prove to be Hitler's undoing. Germany's resources were stretched thin and the tide began to turn against the Nazis. Hitler's reign of terror culminated in the Holocaust, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews. Millions of others, including Roma, homosexuals, and political opponents, were also murdered. On April 30th, 1945, as Soviet forces closed in on his bunker in Berlin, Hitler committed suicide. World War II ended in Europe with Germany's defeat. The war left an estimated 40 to 85 million people dead. Hitler's legacy is one of destruction, genocide, and profound moral failure. The lessons of Hitler's rise and the horrors of Nazi Germany serve as a constant warning against the dangers of nationalism, intolerance, and the abuse of power. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like for more content.